the one, the only, Ben Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun to Lean On. Today we did a very important simon in Shulchan Aruch Yomi, Simon Reishai and Gimel, which talks about Kiddush Malkum Suda. There's a famous halacha. The Gemara in the last parak in Pesachim talks about Kiddush Malkum Suda. You have to make sure to make Kiddush in the place where you're going to eat. Now, is this a din d'oraisa or a din d'rabbanan? I believe it's a machlokes in the poskim, but it's impossible to say it's a din d'oraisa because on Friday night Kiddush, first of all, is it a din in the Kiddush or a din in the Suda, right? So obviously you see from the halachas over here, right, that you're not Yosei Kiddush. It's Kiddush, it's not called Suda Makom Kiddush, it's called Kiddush Makom Suda. So the question is, right, in order to be Yosei Kiddush, it has to be in the place where you're eating. Now, on Friday night, Kiddush is d'oraisa, but Shabbos day, Kiddush is d'rabbanan. There's no way it's a din d'oraisa, it's only din d'rabbanan. They learned out of Karasa l'Shabbos oneg. The idea of Kiddush Makom Suda is that Kiddush is to call out Shabbos, Karasa Moed, Kriyas HaMoed, call out that it's Shabbos, that you give Kedusha to it. So if you do it in Makom Suda, in the festive atmosphere, the place where you're eating your festive meal, that's really Kriyas Moed. That's really what you're doing for Kiddush. However, that's not d'oraisa. And therefore, I believe that on Friday night Kiddush, where we said it's d'oraisa, right? The only bracha which is d'oraisa is Mekadesh HaShabbos. Bori Pergavin is d'rabbanan. The actual wine, to drink the wine is d'rabbanan. To make it al yayin, right? That bracha is d'oraisa. Mekadesh HaShabbos to make it al wine, but al gefen. But the brachas al gefen is only d'rabbanan, and therefore, if you on Friday night you make Kiddush below Makom Suda, I believe you only have to go ahead. Since it's not d'oraisa, you're Yosei mitzvah d'oraisa, as long as the Kiddush was al yayin. And you can make Bar Geffen in the place where you're going to eat. Now, there's an interesting discussion over here. Let's say I had, when I made Kiddush, I had in mind to eat in a different room. And I go and eat in a different room. That counts, right? Let's say I had in mind to eat Kiddush. I had in mind to eat Kiddush. If I make Kiddush, I had in mind to eat in a different place. That's called Kiddush Makom Suda, as long as you're in the same house, from one room to another room. Let's say I was Makadesh, and I had in mind, I didn't have in mind to eat in a different room, right? And I go and I eat in a different room, right? Or actually, the halacha is in halacha gimel, really. Let's say it a little clearer. If I'm Makadesh, so when you do Kiddush Makom Suda, you're supposed to eat right away. Right away, you're supposed to eat within 30 minutes. If I have kavanah to eat within 30 minutes, but it takes too long, it's also okay. What about I make Kiddush and I plan to eat much later? So really, I shouldn't be Yotzei Kiddush Makom Suda. But then it turns out I changed my mind. I eat within a half an hour, la'alter. Are you Yotzei or not? And the Ramah says you're Yotzei. How could that be that you're Yotzei? The answer is that Kiddush Makom Suda is d'rabbanan. As Shulchan Aruch says in Siman Samich, or Samich Aleph, I believe, Hilchos Kriya Shema, that the way we paskin is that mitzvahs, by mitzvahs d'oraisa, we paskin mitzvahs tzrichas kavan. It's machlokes if the Gemara is tzrichas kavan or not. The rabbanan, we basically assume mitzvahs don't need kavan. Mitzvahs don't need kavan. And therefore, when it comes to Kiddush Makom Suda, which I just outlined, is the rabbanan. So therefore, it doesn't matter what your kavanah is. Obviously, if you have kavanah, it helps. Like we learn in Sif Aleph, right? If I have kavanah to be eat my meal in a different room, that's okay. Or if I have kavanah to eat la'alter, and I don't eat la'alter, that's okay also, because I had the right kavanah. The chiddush is, if I kavanah to eat after half an hour, and then I ate in that half an hour, so you're yotzei. Why are you yotzei? Because you don't need your kavanah over here. Your kavanah, we throw it out, right? Your kavanah can help. By d'rabbanan, ain't tzrichos kavanah, you don't need kavanah. Can your kavanah help? Yes, it could help, right? It can help to eat in a different room. It could help if I have in mind to eat la'alter, even though I don't eat la'alter. But at the end of the day, you don't need kavanah, so therefore we go both directions lakula, especially d'rabbanan, something d'rabbanan lakula. But even without something d'rabbanan lakula, since you don't need your kavanah, so therefore if I end up eating within a half an hour, I'm yotzei. Even though I kavanah to eat afterwards, my kavanah, we throw it out, we disregard it, and therefore if you eat within a half an hour, you're yotzei Kiddush Makom Suda. But of course, your kavanah can help you, right? If I have kavanah to eat in a different room, or I have kavanah to eat within a half an hour, even though I don't, so your kavanah can help you also, because again, right, we don't need your kavanah, but your kavanah does help. By mitzvahs d'rabbanan, and since it's d'rabbanan, that's the way we paskin. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.